The increase of plastic waste in Abuja has surpassed the capacity of the city's waste management agencies. In response to this, Clean Technology Incubation and Acceleration Foundation, funded by the Global Environment Facility Small Grants Program, implemented by the United Nations Development Program, designed the Nigerian Plastic Action Project. This is the journey so far.
Plastic Action Project was a wonderful experience and a success for me. I led Mpape community. They were so eager to form the habit of keeping their environments clean during the course of this project. At the end of this project, most of the volunteers shared their positive experience in the sense that they don't litter their environment. Most of them turn in PET bottles they gathered from their neighborhood to organizations who are involved in recycling.
Mpape, a rugged yet resilient community perched high above the city, embraced this mission with open arms. As Clean Technology Hub led through the discussions and hands-on workshop, Mpape saw plastic in a new light. They saw potential. Plastic wasn't just a burden to bear. It was material that could be reshaped, reused, and become a source of income.
In Mpape community, Clean Technology Hub started by planting the seeds of change for the future, presently in the young. They hoped, by sensitizing the children, they could embed the passion for the fight against plastic waste within them.
Pure water nylon. You can also use it to do something like this. Can you see it? Yes. If you see any nylon on the ground, you should not. If you drink pure water, you should not throw the nylon away. You can gather it to make something like this. Can you hear me all? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mommy. Please let's clap for her. Thank you very much. So when part of the project to agree with Mommy is we are teaching them how to make things like this. So you can see that your pure water is not waste, but you can.
Community da na hada da gura da leda da wasu abubuwa muna zubarwa, so amma da wannan project ta zo ta dan canja, ta gaya mana yadda mutum zai zubar da shara, kuma mun zo mun fara zubar da sharan mu, muna raba gora da leda da wasu abubuwa. Kuma ledan muna amfani da su, muna yin wasu abubuwa da su, kuma goran kuma muna sayar ma wasu kaman masu sadda kunu ko wasu abubuwa. Kuma da wannan project ta zo ta canja mana rayuwa, ta canja mana rayuwa saboda ta nuna min yadda zan yi amfani da wasu abubuwa don yi in samu yanda za a yi a samu kuɗi da su.
Nye kwen program ye kwa bedai ntuko tu na asisi bano na leda yi na leda anuanya aguranya kwa bedai nko bano kuma koku maiji mwa beje laba she aya inganga yi aleda ji bodo yukun aleda ban anfani lolo yi mana yukun aleda le ban yi wabajiwe yukun agura lo yi wabajiwe kuma ayi agota te yi wulo she babo wu nsan agota la ibian haye yi yi pape kwen agota la wu mbian ndagma kuma nlono abani agota la wu mbian ndagma kuma nlono abani aje program ye kwen okobo dai.
Orúkọ mi ni Ìyáàfin Bello Ganiat. Mo ń gbé ní ìlú Mpape. Tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa ń kó gbogbo ìdọ̀tí papọ̀ sójú kan ní àtóúnjẹ tó bàjẹ́ àti lẹ́dà àti àwọn empty water gbogbo a kó papọ̀ sójú kan. Àmọ́ lẹ́nu ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ project wọ́n jẹ́ kó yé wa pé àwọn nǹkan míì ṣì wà tó wúlò nínú àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí bíi lẹ́dà àbí àwọn ike omi, àwọn ike mineral ó wúlò tó dẹ̀ lè ṣàǹfààní fún wa tá à ní láti máa dà wọ́n nù. And then tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ń da omi ilẹ̀ sínú àgbàrá òjò ni. Nígbà tí project yìí dé wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ yí pé dídalẹ̀ sínú àgbàrá òjò ó léwu fún wa púpọ̀. A bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń separate àwọn nǹkan tó wúlò nínú ẹ̀. Example ó ní àwọn lẹ́dà yìí. Nígbà tí project yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti fi ṣe rèé lóríṣiríṣi irú àwọn báyìí tí mo ti fi àwọn project yìí ṣe. So project yìí láǹfààní púpọ̀ tó jẹ́ kó yé wa yí pé nǹkan tó sì wúlò ó wà nínú àwọn nǹkan táwọn wò pé ní ó ti dẹ̀tí ó yẹ ká dànù. Nínú rẹ̀ la ti ń rí àwọn báyìí àwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ mi tí wọ́n ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan mìíràn tó ti jù báyìí lọ. So a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣeun.
From Mpape community. So far, the way we take throw our dustbin, we always gather them both plastic and leather. We call for these people that used to throw dustbin and give them. And again, so far this program has taught me a lot. They have taught me for us to make our environment to be clean and to avoid all these like all these drainage block and other things. And I have learned a lot in the program, but I have not started making something because I'm new here. But due to the way I've seen things, and I'm happy to be with them to grow so that I can use it. Maybe I can even make things that I can sell, like the plastic now. We also sell it or we give people that used to do like kunu and zobo and other things.
My name is Mrs. Dayo Bulus. I'm from Mpape community. Well, before my waste bin, I don't usually separate them. I join them together. And I give all those people that pack dustbin for us. But with this program now, and I know that I'm supposed to separate my waste bin and my plastic. Then the waste bin that I'm separating, I'm using it to produce something else. I'm not here with it. I'll show you people the sample. I use it to do some plastic. We use it to design to put flour and put in the house or put in the shop. Different things, even your tire that you're not using, you can use it to produce something else. Through these NGOs now, we're getting a lot of things from it, and it's very useful to us. Thank you.
Community members in the decision making while carrying out this project. I think that involved 3 major steps. We identified key stakeholders in the communities, we had a focus group discussion, and we emphasized on constant communication. So identifying these key stakeholders, those are our chiefs, our women leaders, our youth leaders. This was important so that we were able to get their opinions and their buy-ins, so that we're able to talk about the project, and this enabled them to enthusiastically say, yes, we want this in our community. Now, a focus group discussion enabled us to get different opinions on how we can do this project in their community. And constant communication, of course, that helped us to adapt to changes in plans or any other thing. So getting feedback, giving
In Nyanya,
feedback was very important.
where urban life
in this
meets
project.
tradition, the message found eager believers. Here, Clean Technology Hub brought not just the information, but inspiration. Community leaders, mothers, artisans, and students saw the truth. Plastic was creeping into every part of their world, not as a useful tool, but as an unwanted guest. Yet, in Clean Technology Hub's guidance, they found power in simple steps: refusing, reducing, and reusing.
Nyanya community. Before now, we don't know about this plastic evacuation something. Before, if I just gather my dirty, my plastic, na inside gutter or for road, if I dey go work, I go just throw away am without the knowledge say this plastic get benefit for side. Then after these people come meet us, I know they throw away things inside water again. I know they throw for road again to litter the place. So I dey happy as these people come teach us how to make use of this plastic and how to get money from them.
The community Nyanya, under Nyanya. So unsa mbejumaya do mbemaya aba muzea jumbo bwa mage mana gi azea pe ama unsa yeshe plastic action abe ba mbe ba wi nga dosbi nga detie ko yin ko te bia no yin ba ya ko ba izea mbo ya ge nha ye ba wi she ba jin nge apia water leda anya ba mi ha use ko ha jin che ba mi ha nan to kafin mu san magana plastic aid action din nan da ina zubar da datti na a cikin gutter inda ruwa ya zo kawai sai wuce da shi amma yanzu da mun san maganar plastic aid action ina tara roban su plastic rubbers in sadda ma masu kunu masu zobo a haka din leda kuma ina tara muna yin basket da su komin da zaka iya yi da shi.
The person pays you some money for it, you know. So we're starting with those communities because it will be difficult to get big bins or centers where they can go and drop it. So instead of going all the way, why not just start doing something good with what you have?
Yes, I completely agree. We are going to talk more on how we can monetize the plastic.
Yeah.
You know, we are going to talk more on that, but practically, we need to talk to Nigerians on how to really trash properly. I, for one, I take whatever I use and I put it on me, like in the car, somewhere. It's plastic, like you said, it doesn't smell. So I put it on me and I look for the next bin until I see, that bin. I don't drop it. And Nigerians need to know that Nigerians need to do that.
It's crazy because she was saying it irks me when I'm behind the vehicle and the car is moving in front and then somebody just winds down and then throws leather bag outside.
At Clean Technology Hub here in Abuja. Good afternoon, Abuja. Quite excited to be here. My name is Odion Ibadini. I'm the Assistant Manager in the Environment and Climate Action Department at Clean Technology Hub.
Good afternoon, Abuja. Ibrahim Mumbai. I'm the CEO of Facebook. So what is the Nigerian Plastic Action Project?
The Nigerian Plastic Action Project was a wonderful experience. I was the lead for Kubwa community, and the pre-entering phase was actually to meet with the chief and the community people to explain the project to them, which at the end of the day was welcomed. And during the course of the project, we were able to instill behavioral changes among the people of Kubwa. And at the end of the project, we had testimonies from all of the volunteers who shared that the project itself actually transformed their mindsets. They no longer pollute the environment, and in fact, they've learned upcycling skills. Some now know how to use tires for furniture, and now know how to carve out beautiful jewelry and decoration from plastic waste. So, in summary, it was a wonderful experience working with the community.
The UNDP GEF Small Grants Program is to support community environmental initiatives to address the 5 focal areas of the GEF, which is biodiversity, climate change, persistent organic pollutants, which is also chemicals, and under which plastic falls. Then we have land degradation and international waters. And so the GEF generally, the Global Environment Facility, is the largest funder of environmental projects all over the world. They give funds to, especially to developing countries, to address most of the major environmental threats that are facing humanity today. And so the idea is to support any environmental initiative that will help to address environmental issues.
Sorry, we just finished our meeting prayer, and we can see, I don't know, because of the weather condition, we didn't have enough members today. So, though we are informed to your comment, so I will give you this time now to continue. You need us what to do. You're welcome.
The opportunity to come and speak with you today. We don't take it for granted. We thank you, Pastor, and the senior pastor for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time. For the fact that after the service, you want to listen to us. So we will not take so much of your time. I just want to tell you about a project we have been implementing. Please share it around. Where please share it. Raise up your hand if you're not working. There is motto that to keep our own community clean. I don't say we can wait for government saying, oh, government did not do this one, government did not do this one. But do you know that if you keep that plastic that you want to throw away again, if you keep it and you save it for a long time, for a year, there are companies and organizations that will come and buy it for you. Did you know that? Who did not know that before? So you can actually make money from it. Aside money, you can use it to make materials. You can make furnitures. You can make mats. You can make any different items from it. So please, let's keep our community clean. Let's keep our community clean. So now the floor is open. If there's any question, because part of this project, we say anything where the community, like what is affecting your community, we want to also tell the government that in Kubwa, this is what is affecting the community. So as we have members of the church who are very honest people, so if there's anything regarding plastic that is affecting your community that you know that you want the government to know, please, I will give you the mic now. You have a chance to let us know.
The last time we came for the sensitization, we're asked on the ways which we dispose our waste. And then when we told them that is this Babagola that comes to pick waste, and then most times we pay them money. And then I discovered that in our community here, these people that come to get our waste, they don't actually dispose well. Most times they go out to nearby places to just dump it there. And then at the end, when it's raining, you see that our gutters are filled up and all. And then I was like, since you are giving us an opportunity now to give us or to bring our voice to government now, if there's a way they can better our way of collecting our waste in our community, I think it should be better for us so that we'll be safe. Because if you look at the drainage, our waters are not moving, and then mosquitoes and all are eating us up, our children are all. I think.
Please, that's not for her. Thank you very much. We have taken this and we'll definitely to say something that you want the government to do for your community. It might not be the government, but like the people picking up the dirty. What you want support in the Kubwa community needs right now.
From Metama Kubwa, and how I used to dispose my waste before. Initially, I never knew I could actually use this pewter leather to make something, and I didn't know I could actually gather my plastic waste and sell them out and earn money. But after this project, I was able to realize that I can actually earn money from my waste plastic. So what I do, I don't longer throw away my plastic, my waste plastic after use. What I do is that I gather them in a sack and then I sell them out to earn some money. Because actually there are people who uses this plastic to make things, so many things that we're taught on how to make with the plastic and then earn money from them.
And about the waste, how I was using my waste before. Maybe if I take Coke or sachet water, I'll just throw it away in the gutter or fling it anyhow. But with the knowledge of the recycling team, now I know I can sell them out and earn some money, and I can use them to recycle some things like baskets or chairs.
Well, convenience, very okay, learning plenty things from the program, such as learning how to create things using the plastics and some waste products, of which I was not opportune to know before now. So it has really been good and helpful to me also.
Okay, I did
because to an extent, more like everybody was used to just trashing their plastic cans in the gutters and the rest of them. So trying to change what has become like a norm was a bit difficult. But for them getting to understand that plastics, we throwing plastics into the gutters on the roads have been the reason why we are experiencing some sorts of erosion and flooding. So yeah, blockages. So they got the understanding and changed at the end of the day. Although it wasn't easy. Yeah, it wasn't.
So, being part of the program, what have you benefited from the Nigerian Plastic Action Project since it started?
Okay, I could say a lot. I think there was this time, that was last year, yeah. We used tires, nylon, some plastic like water bottles to decorate. Do some home decors that we could use. You could use them as your key holders in the house, and some other things, maybe pen holders. So nylon and can anywhere, it's knowledge, and that was a lot. That was a lot for me.
Okay. So me myself, I didn't know I could use waterproofs to make beautiful decorative items. So as a course of this program, I learned how to make beautiful home baskets, key holders, make beautiful things out of it. So it has actually been educative.
It has been an amazing program. It's started since last year. Yeah, I remember some of our projects. We went to the school. In fact, we started with the markets. We went to the markets, we went to the school, and then we went to the church, and then to the mosques. It has been an amazing journey so far. It has been an interesting journey, and I really enjoyed the program.
Okay, so my challenge would be changing mindset. So working with the people of Kabusa was sort of challenging because most of them had a deep-rooted behavior and attitude towards plastic waste. So it took a lot of work to make them change their mindset, as well as make them unlearn those attitudes and learn or relearn the new one, which is how to manage plastic and how to manage their waste properly. Thank you.
Initiatives by communities through civil society organizations, because the idea of working through civil society organizations is that some of the communities cannot even read or write or communicate in the language that the JEF will be able to understand very well. So the CSOs come in between, helped the communities to design, conceptualize the projects, and then submit to us to address. So this is what we do. And JEF Small Grants is in almost all the countries of Africa, I think.
In Kubwa, where the landscape opens wide and communities are vibrant and bustling, they welcomed the Nigerian Plastic Action Project with open arms. Here, the people began to connect their everyday actions with the larger story of their community's health. They saw the flood-prone streets cleared of plastic debris and felt the hope that perhaps, this time, the rain wouldn't bring destruction. In Kubwa, families and neighbors joined hands, determined to free their land from plastic's unyielding grip.
Ba ke ɗaya ke yi ba, yadda shi ɗan waye magana a kai, ya ce likitoci sun duba akwai illoli da wa'annan ledodi, musamman yanzu leda in an sa a wuta aka ƙona da shi, ban san ko kin taɓa lura ba, za ki ji wani ɗan ƙauri. Hayakin nan da yake tadawa ba hayaki ba ne kawai irin hayaki da ya saba gani, akwai wasu abubuwa da ke cutarwa a cikin shi, sai yasa kike jin wannan dan kaurin nan na leda, za ki ji kaurin roba da kaurin abin nan na tashi, to akwai abubuwa marasa kyawo ma jiki a cikin wannan hayakin da ke tashi.
Kind of piecemeal, but they are affecting lives at the grassroots. They are changing lives and addressing environmental problems at the grassroots. And are we achieving? Sure, I believe we are achieving, because if we're not achieving over the years, the evaluation would have shown that. And of course, because the environmental problems we are facing today, they didn't start yesterday. So we are not going to also finish them in one day. So we keep going. Plastic became so ubiquitous and so useful. Anywhere, everywhere, plastic is so useful. We can't beat that. Unfortunately, it took us time to discover that, wow, as much as we find the plastics very useful, there is a menace that they contribute, they constitute to the environment that is not good for us, it's not good for the environment, and it's not good for human beings. And so this is the reason why there is a global aspect, global action towards plastic management. There is a national action, and then of course dovetailing down to the community action, which this project is all about. And the idea is to, just like what I said, when we talk of the Big Jeff project and how the communities can contribute to it.
Initially, before the program, our women normally throw away their waste bins. Some of them call this babambola and also give them money in order to throw away the waste bin. But after the program, some of our women and other those that were involved in the training were able to understand the use of those leaders and other things to create something out of it. So to me, I would say they have minimized on how to throw away their dirty, because they understand that some of the dirties may cause a flood in our community. So they have minimized some of the things. They don't throw away their dirty anyhow again.
Initially, before this project came into Abuja, a lot of waste people do dispose their waste products, the plastics, all of those, which is very, very wrong. It litters the community, and there are also health issues. Some of like burning of those plastic rubber, there are serious chemicals used in producing those things, which can actually cause sicknesses like I think asthma, when being inhaled. Then after this, when the project came into Abuja, I think there is a lot of improvements right now. There are much better ways people do dispose their waste, their plastics.
Where they use collect goods from markets, where we say if we buy something they go put our product inside. We they use and make baskets, buckets, bags, anything you can use it for. So this particular program has helped us a lot, and it has helped us to learn how to keep our environment so clean. Because at times we don't throw leather anyhow again, because we are collecting it to use it for another purpose again. So the program don't seriously help us very well.
Okay, the program don't teach us so many things on how to keep our environment clean with all these plastic bottles and pure water leader. Like for the pure water leader, they teach us how we can do maybe a basket that you can be able to put some things inside. Then for the plastic bottle, you can recycle it to the babambolas, or use it to design and you can use it, put your bulb inside like lamp holder, then you fix your bulb inside. They don't really teach us so many things, and we don't impact on them.
In Lokogoma, nestled within the pulsing heart of the city, People once saw plastic as inevitable and unavoidable, a part of daily life. Yet when Clean Technology Hub arrived, they found eager listeners ready to challenge this new normal. In Kabusa, a community that thrives on its unity and strength, the message resonated deeply. Here, the conversations were personal. They learned how plastic had become a silent predator, clogging drains and bringing floods that damaged homes and livelihoods. With each meeting, Kabusa's people saw that plastic wasn't an inevitable force. They could push back. They could protect their families. Together, they vowed to keep their streets, their waterways, and their homes free from the grip of plastic. Through the Nigerian Plastic Action Project, communities learned a powerful truth. Plastic could be more than waste. It could be wealth. In the hands of skilled trainers, Clean Technology Hub guided them to see beyond plastic's past, to envision a future where plastic could be transformed, its value reborn. Here, creativity became a tool for survival, and skills became a bridge to the brighter tomorrow.
I'm the National Coordinator for the Global Environment Facility Small Grants Program. It's a UNDP program in Nigeria. The UNDP GEF Small Grants Program is to support community environmental initiatives to address the 5 focal areas of the GEF, which is biodiversity, climate change, persistent organic pollutants, which is also chemicals, and under which plastic falls. Then we have land degradation and international waters. There is any environmental disaster. So the idea of the small grant is to support community level initiatives. GEF funds gigantic projects. We have the full size, the medium size project. If you know about the Great Green Wall project, yes. It was GEF that started to fund it before federal government of Nigeria changed it to a commission. And that project cut across 11 countries. That's okay. Any environmental initiative by communities through civil society organizations, because the idea of working through civil society organizations is that some of the communities cannot even read or write or communicate in the language that the GEF will be able to understand very well. So the CSOs come in between.
Here, plastic transformed from a threat into a canvas, from an enemy into a means of income, giving women the chance to support their families while ridding their streets of waste. The path to a cleaner, stronger Nigeria is lit by small, steady actions.
We are giving a rare charge, a chance to rewrite this story, to redefine our legacy. Today, as hands lift plastic from the earth and minds imagine a world without it, we stand at the brink of something greater. This is not the end, but the beginning. The future is watching, waiting to see what we will choose.